question. Let's go to Mark Medina. Mark?
Hey, Tyrese, Mark Medina here with USA Today. Thanks so much for doing this. What's been the most interesting and unique takeaways from this whole pre-draft process, given the unprecedented nature of how it's set up with the pandemic?
Oh, that's a good question. I would just say my favorite part of it has been just the people I've met while I've been out here in Las Vegas. Worked out with a lot of NBA guys. Troy Brown's out here. Amir Johnson was out here. Kyle O'Quinn is now out here. Rashad McCants worked out one day. Gilbert Arenas was out here watching me work out one day. So I've met a lot of guys, got a lot of great words of wisdom from guys who have been successful, in the game of basketball. So that's been my favorite part of it, just meet different people. But obviously, I can't wait to get to some normalcy and get back to playing with with my team.
Thanks. With our next question, let's go to Rod Beard. Rod?
Hey, Tyrese, Rod Beard from the Detroit News. Can you list the teams that you worked out for and maybe the ones that you interviewed with as well?
Teams I worked out with are Minnesota, Chicago, Golden State, and Detroit. Those are the 4 teams I've worked out for. I've obviously interviewed for all 4 of those teams as well.
Thanks, Tyrese. With our next question, let's go to Eric Walden. Eric?
Hey, Tyrese. So there aren't a ton of Iowa State guys in the NBA right now, but one of them plays here in Salt Lake City with the Jazz and George Niang. Just wondering if you've had any contact with those guys, kind of leaned on them for advice in terms of what you can expect from the NBA.
Yeah, George, my boy, really close friend of mine. We talk all the time. I'm surprised he hasn't FaceTimed me today. We FaceTime like every day. He'll call me to talk about nonsense. So we talk all the time, not just about basketball stuff, but obviously off the court things and inside jokes. It's just stuff like that. But yeah, we have talked about the basketball side and what to expect as well. Obviously, I'm in a little different predicament as him coming out of college than all the Iowa State guys. So it's a little different, but they obviously are NBA players and know what to expect and the expectations and stuff like that. They tell me things about that. So yeah, we talk all the time. He's actually going to come out here on Friday, so I'll see him on Friday. So yeah, we're pretty close.
Thank you. Good luck with everything.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Tyrese. With our next question, let's go to Casey Johnson.
Hey, Tyrese, just following up on their workout with the Bulls. What was your kind of impression of the organization and the new management, and also how do you envision maybe a fit with that team if you were to land there?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. The guys in Chicago are real cool. Obviously, with basically front office overhaul, it really flowed like a conversation more than like you like an interrogation or interview or anything. It really flowed really well. I worked out, had a good workout. They liked what they saw, and I think I fit well in Chicago. Obviously, with 2 guards in Kobe and Zach that can score at a high level. I think I could come in right away and be somebody that could take the burden off them and facilitate. But also with them, wanting the ball in their hands at the same time, I can be a guy that plays off the ball and knocks down shots. So whatever is needed, in Chicago or any organization for that matter, I'm ready to do.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Tyrese. With our next question, let's go to Chris Fedor. Chris?
Hey, Tyrese. I'm curious. When you're in college and you go through an off-season, you probably have a set of workouts that you go through to improve your game. Now that you're going from college to the NBA, how much, if at all, have those workouts changed in terms of what you're trying to better?
Yeah, I'd just say, I think my injury was a little bit of a blessing in disguise in the sense of being able to really step away from the game of basketball for an extended period of time and look at what I need to work on. Obviously, tightening up my handle, shots off the dribble, finishing at the rim, just a lot of different stuff that being able to step away and look at from the outside in and see where there are criticisms in my game and holes in my game that I can fix has been real good. I think kind of having that year between my freshman and sophomore year, what I was working on was basically everything because my role changed drastically, and so just fine tune everything. And I'm still doing that now, but just with focal points on the things I just mentioned because I know what I do well and areas that I could get better at. So obviously I'm working on everything, but with a general focus on the things that I just mentioned.
Thanks, Tyrese. Next question. Let's go to Ian Begley. Ian?
Tyrese, thank you for doing this. Do you have any scheduled workouts coming up? And if so, is one with the Knicks or the Nets?
To my knowledge, I don't have any more scheduled workouts. That could very well change. You know, I usually get told I have a workout and I'm ready to go. So it's whatever I'm informed of. But as of right now, no, I have no more scheduled workouts.
Basically, just teams are coming out to see you in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
And so the team will just pop in and you'll hear about it, you know, beforehand.
Yeah, they'll tell me a couple of days before that they're coming, and usually, you know, meet with them, have breakfast or something like that, and then go to the workout. So yeah, for the most part, that's how it goes.
Thank you and good luck.
Yep, appreciate it.
Okay, next question. Jeff McDonald. Jeff?
Hey, Tyrese. I cover the Spurs down in San Antonio. So first off, I just want to ask if you had any level of contact with them at all.
Yeah, I have had some.
Just like an interview or?
Yeah, just an interview.
Okay, and just next, just in general, you guys in this draft class are in the unique position. There's not going to be any summer league. It's kind of draft and then training camp almost immediately. What do you feel like that's just a missed development opportunity, and what can you do to kind of overcome that quick turnaround?
I mean, I guess it might be a missed development opportunity. Obviously, the summer league and having the summer is usually beneficial, but I think baptism by fire is the best way to go about it. You know, kind of just throwing us in and you know, seeing if you're ready or not. I think is gonna you know, make or break some people. You know, for somebody like me, something that I really want to see how, you know, the work I've been putting in, you know, is going to benefit me. And at the same time, just learning on the fly is how I really learn best. So, you know, I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, it's a different time, but none of us guys know any better. So we're just ready for what's thrown at us, and we don't really have a choice but to be ready.
Okay, I appreciate it, and good luck next week.
Yep, thank you, appreciate it.
Okay, our next question, Cody Taylor. Cody?
Hey, Tyrese, thanks for joining us today. You said you've been out working out with some players. What has been maybe the best piece of advice that you've received from one of these NBA players that you're out with?
I'd just say me and Gilbert talked a little bit just about angles and focus on little things like that because he just talked about, you know, you can shoot the ball really well. You know, that's what you do at a high level. The only thing you're going to have to work on is just getting angles and finding spots to get to that you can really get to your shot whenever you want, not over, you know, making things more complex than they have to be, simplifying things, you know, one dribble, two dribble, simplify as much as possible, because his words of advice were basically, you know, if you're shooting it, it's going in for the most part if you can get it off. So the most important part is just about getting to your spot. So that's probably the best piece of advice that I've gotten from a former NBA player.
Great, thank you. And we only have time for about one more question, so let's go to Stefan Bondi. Stefan?
Hey, Tyrese, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
All right, man. A lot of point guards in this draft. LaMelo, Killian Hayes, Kira Lewis, Cole Anthony. What separates you from those guys?
I just think, you know, my overall basketball IQ. I'm really a student of the game. I love the game of basketball, so I'm really obsessed with it. I spend a lot of time watching film or, you know, in the gym or just doing something that's basketball related. I think that separates me. But at the same time, I really, truly feel like I'm the best facilitator in this draft, the best shooter in this draft, and one of the highest basketball IQs. So, you know, obviously I have that confidence in myself. I feel like that's what separates me, but I'm not the one who makes the decisions November 18th. So, you know, hopefully we can have this conversation, you know, in a year or two and see what separates me.
Thanks, man.
Great. We can do one more. Let's do a final question. Rylan Styles. Rylan?
Hey, Therese, I was wondering if you've had any contact with the Oklahoma City Thunder, as there's rumors about them moving up in this draft.
No, I have. I've had no contact with the Thunder.
Great. Thanks, Tyrese. For all the media, thank you for joining today. Please leave the Zoom link